Welcome back to Outdoors with the Morgans. Another beautiful day today. Absolutely gorgeous. And we have load number 13 headed out the gate. Alright, another delivery in the books. Just getting ready to pull back in the driveway here. Alright, so it is first thing in the morning. I'm going to hop in the dump truck here. We need to go get 2 loads of stone because today I need to build a turnaround out there at the clearing by where the new building's going to go. I want to show you something before we go. I'm parked here on a little spot along the road going down to the wood yard. I'm going to set the camera up out there to demonstrate the turning radius of this truck. It's unbelievable. My F-350 would be 2 or 3 backups to make that turn. Well, that did not work out as planned. I'm back at the house here with no stone. He didn't have any number 3s at the stone yard. Everything is just super busy right now. I think everyone's trying to do what I'm doing, and that is finish things up before winter. So, plan B. All right, the winter rye is coming in nicely. Actually, much better than what I thought. Probably hard to see on camera, but everything has a green haze on it. The reason I say better than I thought, the deer have just been, I mean, literally eating the seeds on the ground. They just can't wait, you know? Tried talking to them, but they don't listen. They want everything now. So over behind the roller here, we're gonna make a turnaround. I'll explain here in a minute. So basically what we have here, the building's going to go right there. While they're building it in this winter, I want to have like a turnaround out here. This will all be stone in here. But right over here where the excavator is, I'm going to take this maple tree down right here. And right in the corner of this pile of dirt is a big old oak stump. That's going to take some digging. But we're going to get that out of there, this maple out of here. And then we're just going to take this dirt and just keep working it down. And there's kind of like a bench down in there. I got a pile of, you know, like roots and dead wood, rotted wood. It was a big old oak tree that went down probably 30 years ago. But I can take this dirt, fill that in down below there, and make a nice spot here. You know, you can even pull a trailer out here and get it turned around. We'll have a bunch more work to do out here this winter. But the goal right now is get the building built, stone the inside of it. We'll pour concrete in the spring, but this way I'll be able to keep everything under roof during the winter. We probably won't really start using this as a wood yard until next spring. We'll just have to see how it shakes out. There's a closer look at that winter rye. Coming up good. The deer have been out here non-stop, and matter of fact, the rut is kicking in right now. Last night, I've got a camera over there. I got 80, maybe even 90 pictures overnight last night. 5 or 6 different buck. They're starting to spar a little bit. There was an 8-point and a smaller buck out here, and then the big boy. That's what Ty calls them. Real nice 8-point. He kind of put everyone in their place last night. They all just kind of stay away from him. But there were deer out here from 4 o'clock yesterday till this morning, and there's one crossing the road over here right now I just saw. You know, I can't see. Two of them. I was saying I can't see to read. I have to have these reading glasses. I mean, these are the 2.5s or whatever. And if I look at my phone without these, I'm useless. But I can stand here and talk to you, and I can pick up movement literally 150 yards away through the woods and tell you if it's a deer or a turkey or whatever. I can see really well far away. Up close, forget about it. right, it looks like I got quite a mess here, which I do, but this is gonna come together pretty quick. I got all the trees down that I wanted to take down. I'm gonna go get my saw, cut these up, and then I'll bring the skid loader out. Down below there, I've got a hole, all right? I'm gonna take all this stuff here and just start working it that way, fill that hole in, grade that off down there. Everything's gonna be sloped that way anyway, and shape in a turnaround here. Should work good. All right, so we got a visitor, Nephew Christian. I didn't know if I'd ever see you again, Christian.
Oh, it was great.
Tell him where you, now you were there 2 weeks?
Like 2.5 weeks.
And where did you go?
I went to Turkey. I went to Istanbul first in the northwest corner, and then down to the coast to Fethiye and Kaş, and then that part was with my mom, and then she flies home, and I continued out east near the border of Syria to Diyarbakir and Mardin.
You didn't go into Syria, did you?
No, I'm not allowed. I wanted to.
Yeah.
I wanted to try it maybe, but I can't get in with a U.S. passport.
Yeah.
But it was Turkish Kurdistan, so, you know, Kurdish
what language
territory.
do they speak?
All Turkish.
Okay.
The Kurdish will also speak Kurdish, but everyone will speak Turkish there.
Does most of them speak some English?
Out east, very, very little. Like
really?
Maybe a couple words here and there. Out east, it was very little.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you ever need somebody who speaks English, look for a kid, usually.
Really?
Yeah.
What made you want to go there?
I'm kind of pushing it further every trip I do, and I love the culture shock, and that would be the furthest east that I've been.
Where else have you been?
Like 14 countries, Canada, Mexico, a few Central American countries, England, Ireland, Holland, Germany, Poland, France, Sweden.
You have to. I'll send you a video. I did one a couple weeks ago. Met a guy that moved here. He watches our channel. He bought some firewood off me. He's from Israel.
Oh, that would be interesting.
And he moved here, I think, in 2022. But he's also lived in the UK. He's lived in Thailand, Australia, different. But it's just fascinating talking to the guy. You know what I mean?
Like to get his opinions. On certain things. I like to ask people about politics and stuff.
He said, this is interesting. He goes, Israelis are very matter of fact. He says they don't sugarcoat anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he said, where here, people, believe it or not, are kinder than you would have thought.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And he said that, I forget what I was going with this. Yeah, people are kinder here. Over there, more matter of fact. Mm-hmm. But it's just, people would say to him, you know, if you ask him about Americans, that's what I'm trying to say. He'd say, which Americans are you talking about? Because the ones that live in Montana, the one that lives in New York City, the one that's in Atlanta, Georgia, or, you know, because we're so different.
Yeah,
it's a big country, and no matter where you go, everything's different here.
Yeah, I've been told by a friend, say I met in Poland, that he wanted to visit me, and he said he would come and visit me at home, and then we could go to New York City and LA, and I was like, this is not what you think it is.
Yeah,
man.
We don't do that.
Like,
no.
Yeah, like Turkey's a big country, you know, it's like a different world in the East than the West, and you could still put Turkey inside of America, and it looks tiny.
Yeah.
But still, like, the West in Turkey is completely different. People have a very skewed image of what Turkey is. It's completely modern, wonderful people. I didn't run into a single, even slightly rude person the entire trip.
Really?
Out east, it is the Middle East. It's what you'd expect to see.
Yeah.
But still, wonderful people. You know, you'd be respectful of their customs, but great people all around. It was very interesting, though. It was exactly what you kind of see in shows and stuff about the Middle East.
Send me some pictures. I'll put them in a video.
Cool. And I have a friend out there I met in a Berlin hostel 10 years ago. I went to see him in Istanbul. He's great. Armand, he wants to come and visit us next year and see how we live. And I told him about your channel. Yeah. And he will definitely want to be on it.
Yeah, that would be great.
That would be cool.
Yeah, that would be good.
It'd be a big shock for him. He's been to the U.S. several times, but never a country like this at all.
More just go to the big cities and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But the great people, the best food I've had anywhere on the planet. In fact, the first meal I had when I got back to the U.S.
Did you get sick or anything from anything?
No. Actually, the first meal I got back into the U.S., the first meal I had, I almost puked on the plane after eating it.
Really?
Everything is fresh out there. It's by far the best food I've had anywhere in my life. And our food is
trash.
Yeah. Yeah, it made me sick.
Wow.
As soon as I got back. Great people, beautiful place. They have, Istanbul is the second most visited city in the world. You know, they have the oldest history in the world, literally. Göbekli Tepe is the oldest structure in the world. Everything is historical. They have the Mediterranean. I went to Greece when I was there.
Yeah.
It's 10 minutes away. You can find a Greek island.
Yeah.
Best food I've ever had. I think I said that. Wonderful people. They have mountains. It's incredible. I loved it. And
maybe you'll get me out of my bubble.
Yeah. We can go to Syria next year. Maybe.
Yeah. I don't think that'll happen.
Maybe Russia in 10 years.
You know, Russia. If you want to get back out in it, there's no place like Russia.
Right, exactly.
I mean,
I've talked to Levi. I'm sure you know.
Yeah.
That's like our dream destination.
Yeah, you get out in Siberia. I mean, there's nothing.
Exactly. Yeah.
Except giant bears.
Yeah. And it sounds really selfish, but whenever the war started, we were like, man, we can't go to Russia for a long time.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah. Asia. I mean, he went to Thailand. That sounded similar in terms of culture shock.
Yeah.
To where I was, but Russia, Africa, Asia. I mean, I was technically in Asia. Istanbul's half in Europe and half in Asia, but it wasn't real Asia.
Right.
So I'd like to get out there eventually.
I'm glad you made it back.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, man. I'll talk to you later. good news first. I got the turnaround all roughed in. I think it came out pretty good. I'll need a bunch of number 3 rock to go down in there. I'll roll it first, put the 3 rock down, roll it again, and I'll probably just leave it like that while they're building the building. And then when they're done, I'll finish putting 2A limestone on top of all the number 3 rock after they're done making a mess. So that looks good. The bad news is this never ends. I've been trying to save this red oak right here. It's a nice tree, you know? And now that I kind of cleaned out around it, kind of sticks out like a sore thumb. I don't know. I'll have to think about this. It's got to go. It does have some lean. I was thinking it was leaning this way. It's kind of leaning towards the building. It is really. It's got to go. There's no other way around it. I have taken so many trees down this spring, summer, and fall between here and over at the neighbors, and I'm kind of tired of taking trees down. I am. It's a lot of work, but that one's going to have to go. I can't do it right now. I need to plan this one out. The stone is coming. I ordered a triaxle load of stone. It's coming the day after tomorrow. So I got a bunch of stuff I got to take care of this afternoon. I think tomorrow I'm just going to have to come out here and take this thing down. It's going to be a giant stump hole, and then you need something to put back in the stump hole. Huh. Oh well. Got to do what you got to do. But anyway, before we wrap this up, a couple things. If you are a subscriber to our channel, hit that notification bell. You'll be notified when we upload a video. And if you're not a subscriber and you enjoy this type of content, please consider subscribing. I think that's about it. Appreciate y'all being here. I'll catch you on the next one.